Dumbbell rows and high pull tips coming right up.
Okay, so this is a Tuesday. So our split is basically legs, pull, push. So again, when it comes to programming, the priority for Carolyn is, hamstrings, glutes, and back width. And so basically I just train with her and bring her through her split while I train with her. So the great thing about this is she's progressive overload from using the green band to help with her assistance to now this really small band. She can do 8 pull-ups on her own, but this little band here gives us just enough to help her keep progressing and, getting more reps and having a little more time and attention. So I like starting off with doing pull-ups. If you're trying to get your back big, I will start off mostly all your back workouts with either assisted or bodyweight pull-ups. For me, it just, it helps warm your body up right away. You're getting a full stretch at the bottom, getting a full contraction at the top, and then, engaging your core. By the time you get to the next exercise, you're fully, completely warm. So there's no need to do excessive warm-ups after this. Your body should be primed and ready to go after doing pull-ups. Now, I like doing a little bit of a semi-supinated for doing pull-ups because, I like getting the scapular traction as well too, where we can still build both, our quote-unquote width and thickness. So, getting scapular traction is what we want to build. There are traps, rhomboids, and whatnot, and still getting your teres, major, minor, working at the same time, having that semi-supination. So this is my bang for your buck pull-up variation that I like doing the most. There's nothing wrong with doing, pronated or fully supinated, whatever works for you the most. But for me, this is going to be the best one for me to get everything I need in terms of rhomboids, traps, rear delts, and lats. So going right into lat pull-downs, again, you don't have to really warm up anymore. We can just jump right into the exercise. And with this, I added on bands. Now, I like adding on bands with machines like this, with plate loaded machines, because at the top of the lift, we still have the gravity from the weight and the resistance bands pulling us in that stretch position, which is going to get that much more muscle stimulus to the lats. You can see where my, there's veins popping out of my lats right there. We're working really hard. So even at the top of this lift, it's not like when you're using just plates that we get the gravity pulling us back. We get the resistance of the bands still tugging at the top. So it makes it that much better of a activation, I feel. Now, again, the difference between doing a pull-up and then doing a supinated, a pull-up and then doing a supinated pull-down is we get less scapular retraction doing the pull-down. And then doing the actual, supinated pull-up, we're getting a lot more scap retraction. So we're just basically continuing to just dominate the lats in a pull position where we're doing a high pull and then a high row. Or sorry, the other way around, doing a high row and then a high pull. And again, every single lift that we do, we're going to always emphasize that stretch at the bottom. Now, the eccentric can be, it will speed up here and there. So when I say like a 2 to 3 second negative, it'll start off as like a 2 second negative and then, 3 second negative. And then as the set goes and it starts to get harder, the negative will speed up a little bit, but we're still going to emphasize a nice full 1 second stretch at the top to really get the lats working and just gas as much as we can. You can see how much uncomfortable pain I'm in.
Hey guys, before we continue with this video, I gotta make sure you guys are hydrated. You hydrated yet? Probably not. Check it out, I got errands for you. Guys, use my code Jonni10 for 10% off amino fast. Like what's amino fast? Guys, amino fast is gonna increase your overall performance, reduce muscle soreness, improve your hydration, and it's gonna prevent muscle cramps. And guess what? All our flavors taste amazing. So guys, again, use my code Jonni10 for 10% off your next order of amino fast right now. Okay, back to the show.
So this is a variation of dumbbell rows that I basically adapted from Mike Van Wyck. I like doing this. My feet are slightly on an angle to the side of the dumbbell, and that helps me just pull right into my stomach a lot easier, not to dodge, my legs when it's doing it I guess I would say the normal way.
Twist your palms so your palms facing in. Yeah, there, pull. Elbow right in a little close. There you go. Stretch.
So for this, I'm really trying to get Carolyn to emphasize, dropping that shoulder and letting the scaps really open up. So you can see here, I'm really trying to open up the scaps, pulling right from the floor, right to the core. And my hand that's on the bench is active. It's not by any means just sitting there. It's there for leverage as well too, to keep the tension straight through onto my lats. So when you're doing this, it's almost like the position I'm in is being very similar to a barbell row.
Other feet, other. Twist your legs the other way. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Good. Push your shoulder back. There you go. 2 more. 1 more. Good. So just like when you're squatting at the bottom of the lift, when you're coming, you feel your glutes pull all the way up. The first part of this lift is going to come from your scaps first. Your scaps and lats, like scaps, lats, biceps. So when it's hanging, that's the first thing that's going first. So it's up, 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 up.
So what I'm emphasizing here is basically when you're doing pulls, it comes from the scaps first. Scaps, setting the lats, and then your biceps.
Oh. Like feel your scap being like almost extension from here. So this feeling from here pulling is this. And while you're doing that, you're pulling into this. So if I was gonna do this, that's what I basically be doing. There you go, nice flat back.
So again, just most people pull with their traps first, and then they pull, mostly it's like a traps and biceps. Or they're pulling the biceps first, then traps to help pull in, and that's what we don't want. So what I was trying to give her the idea, and even you guys watching, is when you're doing pulls, feel your pull come from the ground. You're creating leverage from pushing your feet into the ground and being able to still carry that throughout the entire lift.
I'm still putting in here, or your scaps are, it's kind of doing this.
Okay.
So the second place of your brace is not on the optimal position. Like if you were like this, it'd be different because you have good brace here, but now you're kind of like this. So you're trying to pull this here, and this needs to connect to this part. To pull this part is kind of off of it.
Okay.
That's very minor.
Now, when we're doing straight arm pull downs, there's a little technique I do here where I reach forward at the top of the lift. And you can see when I pull, I'm reaching out even more and then pulling in. I'm reaching out even more and then pulling in. So think about when the weight's going away, drop the chest into it even more. And you're gonna feel a lot of the brace come from obviously your core, but then your leverage is gonna come from the ground. And try to keep your center of mass back. So keep your butt back while the weight goes forward, and that's going to help counterbalance the weight. And you might feel a little bit of the pressure on your toes that help you feel those lats coming in. So I'm kind of bouncing on my toes a little bit while still keeping my glutes back to give me a lot more balance and stabilization through my center of mass.
Pull. Good. Pause and reach. Pull. Good. Pause and reach. Pull. 2 more. Pause, reach. Pull. 1 more. Good. Like this is trying to pull me this way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't pull me. I'm engaging a little bit.
Yeah.
But just so I'm just leaning here and stretching, and then using that stretching and pulling down, not back.
Yeah.
So I'm here, and then as
And
long.
it's just no triceps. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's so isolating.
So again, from here, we want to just reach and then continue to pull down. Don't try to pull backwards. Pull down like a big swooping arch. I almost think of it as like a big J or even a massive C. I'm trying to pull an arch all the way through to my stomach.
You see those at the top, I was just reaching. So pull, yeah. And reach while you're putting tension still. So reach like you're doing a rollout. Yeah. I was doing like an ab roll. Tight core. There you go. Don't suck the core and just push through the core. Brace through it. There you go. You're basically doing abs. Good. Stretch. Good. Get a good pause when it's at its actual stretch. So stretch, pause, lean into that, pull. Good. Do it again. Almost get on your toes and you're reaching and stretching. There you go. Pull. Stretch. Pull. 2 more. Keep it nice and tense at the top. Tense. Pull. There you go. Good. 2 more. Hope you enjoyed that video. For more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.